Miss Buttons. What are you doing today? Oh, you're chilling. You don't even want the toy. Okay, well, how about I give you something to chill with? You down? There you go. Okay, so my neighbor was outside blowing today, using the little leaf blower-oo, and she goes to get a new battery and comes out and she's like, it's dead. I'm like, oh, it's dead? You just take it off the charger? She goes, yeah, it's been charging overnight. Now let me see it. I press the button and it's got one light. Well, look a little closer. Maybe you can't see that in the monitor, but there's a little bit of brown corrosion around that terminal. But a tiny, and there's a whiff to it too. It smells like a bad battery is what it smells like. So I'm gonna see if I can dig out the cell. I'm gonna need a couple of things. I'm gonna need those. And I'm also gonna have to clean off the workbench. At this point, the workbench is, well, it's not clean necessarily, I would say. We'll figure it out. Who needs clean when you got dumb lucky? Here we go. It's one of those. Oh, wait. Gah! One of those, but not one of those. I have a green version that has the star ones. I don't think they want you to fix it, though, because they use security stuff. So, maybe it just doesn't have charge balancing. Maybe it's just so heinously bad that they want to hide it from you at all costs. Well, there's always the nuclear option. Dun, dun, dun! On second thought, I'm just gonna ditch the workbench altogether. I found the right tool, but lo and behold, the second I found it, it fell apart. So, goes to show how you're supposed to fix a tool with a broken tool! Yeah, okay, so that's the way you do it. They put a spring, that little spring there, in this little hole. So the whole time I was taking the case off, the plate was being pushed upwards. I wonder, did they just want it more spring-loaded in there so it was, like, tighter, But here's what happened. They tried to, order the spring from the other side of China, get it here, we got 10,000 of them, it looks good, it feels good in the hand, it's nice and bouncy, But all they use to secure all these batteries together is this cheap, chintzy little, I don't even know what it is. I guess it's probably just a jelly bean part. Doesn't look custom made, and maybe really crappy too. I mean, like low quality, high granularity. Well, maybe it is. It looks like it has actually maybe glass fiber reinforced. Let me check. Okay, so I'll give them this much. They tried really hard on this one. It is built down to a good manufacturer price, but they cheaped out on the cells, and that could be all right hypothetically, until you start talking about putting them in a frame that's just made out of like plastic on either end. This needs some planar support in the middle, my guys. Unless it goes, I don't know why it would be connected on the inside. So basically they have this in there, spring loaded. This is the dumbest. I'm mad at Amazon for this one, honestly. Like, really don't cheap out on stuff. It's always a scam. I'm getting electrocuted by this. Here's my impersonation of Amazon. Fake review, fake review, fake review, fake review. Oh, wow. Because I don't know how this lasted in anybody's pocket. I mean, literally, look at it. You can tell it's cut. It's literally cut through the outside. And that pressure, these cells are not structural members at all. So you can cheap out on them all day. You can get the non-Samsung, whatever, these inner 18650s. They're brand new. This just made like 2 days ago somehow. Somehow this was made 2 days ago. And it's just completely worthless. Ugh. Would consider trying to fix this one, but honestly I don't see a reason to. All these cells would need to be tested. A lot of them would probably be bad, just that one's definitely bad. These two are probably not good, and the rest of them are probably not good either because it was shipped around, thrown around while it's spring-loaded like that. I guess the idea of the spring was to try to keep it from jangling around. uh, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So, you know, in an effort to fix it, what am I going to do? Factory delete that, and then I guess just get a piece of sheet metal and actually mount this to something real, and still use this part. And then I'd probably replace every single cell in it. All these cells are probably dead after being treated the way they were on sale like that. But, you know, some parts are okay. I think we can integrate this. Parts of it have glass bead reinforcement. I think these parts have glass bead reinforcement, maybe 15%. And then this part's just straight ABS. And then it's just a shield that's built into it. So it's like a handmade, this is a lot of work. A lot of smart people are doing a job, showing up every day. And this is what they're building? I mean, this is, all those cells are garbage just because they were placed in a suicide vest. Just frustrating. Cool knife though. Pretty cool. You'd probably climb a wall with that if you wanted to. Anyway, come back to my original point. How, as a species, have we industrialized to a point where we can make thousands of tools to replace the tools that break immediately? I mean, meanwhile, all the technology is there. I mean, come on, people. This is pathetic, what we're doing here. It's not about America. It's not about China. It's not about the Vatican. It's not about globalization. It's not about corporatocracy. It's not about capitalism or socialism. It's not about any of that. It's about the relationship between man, himself, and tools. And that's all it ever has been. And we let it get down to this? Oh, pathetic. Just to bring it full circle, though, I will say one thing. At least with this set, they made this one repairable with this one, and this one repairable with that one. At least this works, and this works. Otherwise, I guess that's what it is, you know? As long as you can sharpen a tool with a tool, dust to dust. Sure, tools break, knives dull, and you can use sharpeners and other tools to fix them. But, I mean, come on, it's seriously one dab of Loctite, and I wouldn't have to be sitting here, like, jangling with this. And Lord knows it's going to happen in my pocket one day, and I'll lose the screw. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You know what? No. We're going to fix this. You know, I really don't see why this is my job. I mean, they make these in factories every day, and they know that if it breaks, they buy another one. They do it in toys, they do it in tools. Really, what's the difference? I gotta do this right, though. I should read the instructions. Filia dor rocos roja de la temperatura. They know that they'll sell another one. Because you, yes you, are too stupid to get some thread locker. I mean, again, it shouldn't be my job. It should be your job to make a quality product. I mean, I guess I'm not going to charge you. I mean, you're not going to charge me for this drop, right? Because if you're doing it on an assembly line, the thing that's taking forever right now is setting the whole system up, taking it apart, and putting it back together. That's what's taking the time right now. If it was just in an assembly line, and this guy had a cutter to just cut these open. Nice. Oh, shit. It causes cancer. Well, sure, that's not the first time that's happened. Alright, here we go. No going back now, it's on there. I turned off the camera, but it happened. As I'm taking this apart, the other one fell apart. I'll let it happen just this once, because I need it apart anyway. But Lord knows this is I mean, I don't want to get too frustrated, because frustration is just not a very productive emotion when you're trying to do things. But I do want to express my absolute and utter frustration with the entirely conscious effort by organizations to create a disposable economy. And I mean, I say, everything turns to dust eventually. Nothing is permanent. You cannot expect the world to not change and evolve. I get that. I really do. You need to expect the unexpected. But, I mean, that's another good argument. This is such an ugly tool. Like, why would I want it to last? It's supposed to fall apart. Well, I guess I could... What could I do to improve it? I could make new rails, I guess. These are pretty comfortable. Yeah, that's good. These are pretty comfortable in terms of hand feel, and they do already have a spine and all kinds of stuff built into them. Honestly, I think that's fine. I think maybe 5 minutes in the setup and $10 in, well, yeah, 10 cents into the thread locker. Well, not with the mess I make. 50 cents into the thread locker, who knows, at this scale. But I'm saying, they could charge 2 extra cents a unit, and the world stress and hemorrhoid level would go down dramatically.